Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Excuse me. Today is February 11th, 2026, and we are looking at Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 26. Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 26 says this: "People will curse anyone who hoards grain, but a blessing will come to the one who sells it." You know, this isn't just about having a thing that somebody else might need and you have an abundance of it and they have none. This is, you have an abundance of anything and you're unwilling to allow anyone access to it in any way, shape, or form. So every time I've read this, and I'm guessing you may have dealt with it yourself, this is one of those verses that gets avoided when we're dealing with social justice, by the way. People will curse anyone for hoarding grain, but a blessing will come on the one who sells it. Not gives it away, right? And so, simply put, someone who makes it available. Whether it's affordable or not, he makes it available. Now, I'm not a fan of that. If you've got it, you should give it, right? If you can do good, you should do good. That's scripture too. So how do we reconcile this? Well, let's take it to that next step and look at it in a different way. If we're not looking at it as a provision that provides a life substance like food, but how about a knowledge or experience? And it would be useful for others. If someone held that back and just held on to it for themselves, it would be useful for themselves, but no one else would get the benefit from that. And not only that, but the person that was holding it back just for themselves would then find that the world they live in is lacking and less safe because of it. But even if that person were to put it out there at a cost, now, I'm not saying financial cost, but a cost. If you want the knowledge that I'm going to share with you, you've got to show up when I'm going to share it. I'm not going to just share it at any given time. You show up at the times that it's being shared. Or if you want the knowledge that I'm going to share, you need to do X, Y, and Z to show me that you really want it. See, the reality is, when it comes down to it, that's what a sponsor-sponsee relationship looks like, isn't it? It isn't that I have something and I owe you. If I'm your sponsor, I have something and you've expressed interest in having it. And therefore, I'm going to set the boundaries of what needs to be accomplished for you to gain it. Now, the reality is I probably won't do it perfectly. If you have a sponsor, they're not going to do it perfectly. But they're going to have the best intention at heart. The reality is we're really good at placing blame on others that have when we're in lack, because they've got more than enough, they should share it with us. But the reality is, we're just as angry when they offer it to us at a cost. Even though it costs them something to gain it, and therefore they understand that it should cost you something to gain it, so it has value for you. You know, growing up, the toys that I cherished the most were the ones that I worked hard for to earn the money that I went and bought myself. The ones that my grandparents gave me, typically were destroyed within a couple of weeks because I didn't do anything to earn those. Sometimes we look too haphazardly at real truth. Recently, I was having a conversation in a group of people, and they were talking about something that I have had more experience than them, and the things were being said that weren't quite right. They were right, but they weren't quite there. And I let it go for a while, and then I shared my experience. And everybody pushed back on it. Well, not everybody. A lot of people pushed back on it because that's not what we've been taught. And I understood that. And I tried to explain, and the answer was, well, you're a pastor and you study more than us, and you can't expect us to be there. And I thought to myself, I have. It's cost me a lot to get where I'm at. And I was offering it for free. And it was rejected. Maybe I should learn to put a price to it. I'm rambling at this point. I don't know where I was really going other than to understand that just because somebody has something doesn't mean that they should give it away freely. But are you willing to pay the price to have what is necessary? Just something to think about today. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.